Hello everyone, welcome to the e-learning platform initiated by Science Park Savitribai Phule, Pune University. This is the first part for ecosystems for standard 8th. We are taking SSC's chapter 18th and CBSE's chapter 7th. In this video, we will be talking about what is an ecosystem, the components of ecosystem, structure of the ecosystem and types of ecosystem. Okay, so today I'm going to talk to you from terrace. So because this session is on ecosystem, and I also feel like you should take a look outside your window or go to the balconies or go onto your terrace and take a look around you, all the trees, all the nature and all the great aspects of it. So we are going to talk about ecosystems. So you will think that okay, how is she going to talk about ecosystem from the terrace? But if you look behind me, there is a huge tree, and actually this entire building is surrounded by a lot of greenery. So yes, there are so many different plants and so many different kind of green colors you can see. So many different birds, animals, and so many different insects live on these trees. So they form a beautiful ecosystem. So the ecosystem is basically divided into two parts, like main two parts, which are biotic factors and abiotic factors. So now what is biotic factor? I am a biotic factor. The tree behind me is a biotic factor. Maybe a bird on it is a biotic factor. So biotic factor is basically a living thing. जैविक घटक, बायोटिक फॅक्टर, जैविक म्हणजे जिवंत. सो जे कोणी जिवंत आहेत, लिव्हिंग आहेत, they all are biotic factors. Then what are abiotic factors? Can you see the abiotic factors? Yes, maybe not see them, but you can feel them. Just like this sunlight, which is getting into my eyes very much. I cannot keep my eyes open, but this sunlight, the air I am breathing, the water surrounding us, all of this comes under the abiotic factors. So this biotic and abiotic factor has a lot of interactions with each other, right? Just as I said 2 minutes ago, that the air I am breathing, the air that tree is breathing, the air the bird is breathing, the air you all are breathing. So we are interacting with the abiotic factor, right? The sunlight is giving that tree a good amount of energy to make its own food, and that tree will therefore make a fruit after some days, and we can eat that fruit, right? So the sunlight is also interacting with a living factor, and we all know about water. We need water every day. All the living things need water every day. So this is a basic differentiation about the factors of abiotic of the ecosystem. So this is abiotic and biotic. Okay, so just go around your building, or maybe not too far, not on the streets or something, wear a mask, but go out, look outside the window, go on your terrace, that is safe. Go on your terrace, look around, look for all the living and non-living things, all the biotic and non-biotic factors, and find out about their interactions with each other. Okay, about each and every, about the bird, like what is the interaction between the bird and all these abiotic factors. Okay, so this is something you can do on your own as an activity, so do it, and let's go forward with this chapter. So as we saw just now, there are two types, biotic and abiotic factors. Abiotic factors म्हणजेच अजैविक घटक. पण ह्या अबायोटिक फॅक्टर्सचे सुद्धा दोन प्रकार पडतात. देर आर टू टाइप्स ऑफ abiotic factors. One is physical and second is chemical. Let's see what are these factors. Let's talk about physical factors first. Let's see what are the physical factors. Sun, the air we breathe in, minerals, salts and water, and also the soil. All of these factors help in the growth and development of the biotic factors. There is a constant relationship between the physical factors and the biotic factors. So let's see what are the chemical factors. In chemical factors, there are inorganic molecules. What are inorganic molecules? Let's see. So hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, calcium, iron, potassium and sodium. All of these molecules are called as inorganic molecules, and as you know, they are very essential in our functioning. In all the biotic factors functioning, in the living things, these play a very vital role. Then comes organic molecules such as protein, carbs, lipids. All of these molecules also help us in our day-to-day functioning. Now we know what are different factors of ecosystem. Let's see how they interact. We all know about the basic food chains, but let's go in a little bit more detail. Now, the sun gives us the constant energy. And remember that sun is a non-biotic factor or abiotic factor. This energy is received by producers like grass, trees, and even the different photosynthetic organisms such as blue-green algae. The energy from sun, CO2, oxygen, minerals, nutrients, water, all of these abiotic factors help the producers to make the food through the process of photosynthesis. Then the primary consumers such as deer, rat, rabbit, or in short all the herbivorous animals are called as primary consumers as they feed on the producers. These receive the energy through food. Now this energy is passed on to the next level. As a secondary producer, these are mainly carnivorous. Then comes the tertiary consumer. The energy is passed on through all of these levels. Then comes that the last link which completes the circle, that is decomposers. These are the organisms which feed on dead material and as a result they recycle the materials. These are released in the soils and are ready to get picked up by producers again. And this circle is complete now. At every step, the heat is released back into the atmosphere and the energy consumption reduces. This circle takes place everywhere, in water bodies, grasslands, forests, etc. Let's see the different types of ecosystems. We all know about forests. These are huge and comprise of many different types of organisms. They are self-sustaining systems, and the interactions between the biotic and abiotic factors can be studied in the forest in a very much detail. It is a very stable ecosystem. Can you make a list of all biotic and abiotic factors that are present in the forest with few examples of each? Grassland ecosystems, as we can see, are dominated by grasses. The trees are very less in number because of low rainfall in the region, sufficient to grow a variety of grasses but not enough to actually form a forest. Grass is the main producer. Then the primary producers like deer, goat, rabbit, etc. Then the secondary consumers such as lion, tiger are all part of this grassland ecosystem. It is a mixture of grass, different leguminous species, herbs, shrubs. They have to be protected as many species of animals are depend on it. The circle completes with the decomposers as the end of the link. Now, the forest and grassland are both terrestrial ecosystem. This is why they are called as, land biomes. Just like terrestrial, there are ecosystems in water. We can divide them as marine and freshwater ecosystem. So, as the name suggests, the marine ecosystem is the reference to the life in sea. They are formed by producers like tiny phytoplanktons and marine plants like seaweed, seagrasses, mangroves, and photosynthetic bacteria. These producers are eaten by primary consumers like zooplanktons, small fishes, crabs, and other tiny sea animals, which are then eaten by small fishes, the secondary consumers. And these small fishes are then eaten by the bigger fishes, the tertiary consumers. And the link goes on till the decomposers, which live near the seabed, and the circle of life in the water is complete. Freshwater ecosystems include lakes, ponds, rivers, streams, springs, and wetlands. It has the same structure as the marine water or marine ecosystem, but the species found in the freshwater ecosystem are different, and abiotic factors may also differ in some cases, such as light, temperature, vegetation, and nutrients. This is a pond in Savitribai Phule, Pune University. It is a beautiful site to study the freshwater ecosystem. You can see that there are numerous species of plants, birds, aquatic flora, and fauna. All of these ecosystems differ in abiotic factors as we have seen. Some have more sunlight than others. The temperature can also vary in different ecosystems. The nutrients or vegetation found may also differ depending on which ecosystem we are studying. Write down 2 food chains from each ecosystem and try to find out the difference between the abiotic factors in each ecosystem. Topics covered in the next video are negative effects on these ecosystems and the factors affecting these ecosystems. Thank you.